Oh, so cursed, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever.
Boulevard.
Oh, so cursed, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever.
Boulevard. the man, the king, the god of this shit, Nick fucking Gage. You know how I start this off. Shout out to all my MDK gang members around the world. And I want to let everybody know, Blvd Bullies versus the World is a podcast every Tuesday, 7 p.m. live on YouTube with my motherfucking boy, Larry the Legend. And what the Blvd Bullies are doing, they're trying to ignite a revolution within the fans to unite and make the crowds electric again. So check out the Blvd Bullies vs. the World, 7 p.m. live Tuesdays with Larry the fucking Legend. MDK all fucking day.
Oh, so Christ, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blvd Bullies versus the World. It's a podcast. I'm your host, PK, with the Blvd, and I am joined by my co-hosts. Three men who have changed the face of professional wrestling. First and foremost, a man who said, you know what? There's wrestling school and there's medical school. Why don't we combine the two and start letting these qualified men and women become doctors of the deathmatch? The first ever deathmatch doctor, a man who is the sole proprietor and owner of Ringside Relics. Ladies and gentlemen, Ringside Sean. Oh, you guys are muted. Anyway.
Baby lugs.
Show's already off the rails.
Off the
It's
rails.
okay. It's our last show.
No, you guys, it is the final show. Episode 90, by the way. Episode 90.
Wow.
Now, you guys might be wondering, what happened to Bad Take Bry? Why is he behind bars? Well, for those of you who tried to tune in last week, we know a lot of our viewers tune in after the fact. They can't catch us live. Well, Brian went on a tirade that can only be described as epic. But it was
maniacal.
so epic that it was like paywall epic. So if you want to go watch that last week's episode, you're going to have to become a member of the Blvd Bullies channel because
He definitely said some things.
He said some things. And, you know, I was so torn because I loved... Oh, God. He's got the boom. He's unlocked the boom box.
He's unlocked the boombox.
I'll drink to that.
Hey, I'll drink to that, too. I'm off the wagon, by the way, after last week. It was a good week.
More milk.
Excellent.
Every time I drink something strange, something horrible happens. The cannoli beer was horrible. The milk. Brian, I will remove these prison bars from you
Let him out.
if you promise to behave yourself for as long as your completely poisoned brain will allow.
I don't think that's a
I
promise.
agree. Am I unmuted? Am I muted or am I unmuted?
No, I started unmuted, but Brian, you're on a probationary period because you have we have the jail cell and you're unmuted. But if you incur another catastrophic offense, you will be jail celled and muted.
Don't get me excited, Dad.
You're gonna get excited.
Are we the
Show
I
ones?
promise.
Are we the ones who?
I promise to be on my
Crack.
best behavior. My best behavior that I know how to be.
Hey, you know what? Let me get through these introductions. The man solely by himself responsible for the wild popularity of XPW. A man who is sponsored by XPW weed. And if you want to know how potent it is, just watch back last week's episode. Ladies and gentlemen, Bad Take Bry Black, the boombox boy.
Extreme cannabis. The most
Right.
dank stuff for the
course.
most extreme stoners
you know
to
what?
puff.
I swear to God, I got my finger on this fucking jail cell. If you say that stupid fucking line about the stupid fucking weed one more time, you're going back in jail, Brian.
I created it.
And ladies and gentlemen,
I can empathize, Brian, when you make something up on the fly and it sticks. It wasn't called the Gauntlet of Death until I said it.
Hell's Gate Gauntlet of Death.
Indeed. Thank you, Brian. I'm high.
but then you started calling it the Gauntlet of Hellscape or something.
It was
No,
the Hell's
the
Gate.
Hell's Gate Gauntlet of Death.
Ladies and gentlemen, my wrestling father, Showcase Showdown winner, former boat owner, CZW Hall of Famer, Larry the fucking legend, dog.
Larry.
It feels so good to be so hated.
Are you hated?
Oh God, Pat, it's over.
It's over.
My luster is completely diminished. I'm wallowing in the abyss of the twilight of my career.
Larry, I
And
feel
yeah.
like that's not true. You just went to XPW were people mean to you there? Tell me their names.
You mean
Was Milk
CZW?
Chocolate mean to you?
Tell me their
CZW,
names.
nobody was mean to
Whatever.
Tell me their
CZW.
names.
Nobody was mean to me. They were very nice to me, but it's like after a while, you're not so special. You're just there.
Shut the
You
fuck
know?
up, Larry. You're always special. Forever.
Whoa.
We come for Larry. Don't feel this way. I hate that.
And I
you feel
come
this
right
way.
back for you, and that's a rare thing that I do is come for the bullies, but I come for y'all.
We were all incredibly sick. Me and Sean and Larry were physically ill. Brian was dealing with mental illness last week.
It's a real thing.
How are we feeling? It was we
Mental
were at a
illness?
super spreader event, weren't we?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that's the second time that happened. When Foley did the thing with ICW, supposedly half the crowd wound up sick the next day with like the corona bug. Now
Bro.
we, on the other hand, went to Hart Ballroom as well. I think it's that bathroom. I don't think they do a good job maintaining that bathroom.
No, I mean,
Nope.
and if Shannon wasn't there, nothing got cleaned.
She was a busy woman.
Thinking something
Bro.
about that building, huh?
Think-
Something about the
Think about all the
ventilation.
people. Think about all the people gathering to scream, to
Right.
just open up their lungs
Just droplets.
and just emit droplets.
You got a whole
And
bunch
then
of close talkers
Mixed with
over
other
there.
droplets. And then guess what else you got to do while you're there besides scream? You got to breathe.
Yeah.
And when you breathe, you're breathing in the dust, the
Yeah.
spooky dust, the fucking droplets of Brian and Sean.
I'm surprised I'm still alive after inhaling fucking homeless Jimmy's droplets.
Oof.
He's got some rancid droplets.
Whew. Putrid.
You guys better watch what you say about homeless Jimmy because I have been in a 2-week-long discussion.
What do you guys talk about? What?
Well, I mean, we've spoken. We've shared. I've seen. Well, because when I hung out with him over the weekend,
Mhm.
we were talking about his time in the military,
Okay.
Israeli Arby.
talking about his family, and talking about his life. So he sent me some of those photos. Brian, put it down.
So was Jimmy. Was Jimmy's Jewish?
Anyway,
Ugh.
so homeless Jimmy and I have been chatting, and I was trying to get him on the show, but then there's a time difference that neither of us could figure out. It's like not a 4, but it's not a 3. It's like a 3:15
What?
type of time difference.
It's like a what?
And then it's like, okay, hey, will you click this Zoom link? Yes. What is Zoom? And what is a link? And it's like, okay, you know what? I can call. He goes, why don't you call me? Why don't I call you? I said, okay, that'd be great. Except my cell phone's speaker doesn't work, and nor does the earpiece. So I could type it out for you. And then it's like, oh well, this is why I don't do this. This is too complicated. It's like, okay. Let's make a promise to schedule a call in which I will call you from a landline telephone, and I will walk you through. Basically, what I'm trying to say is next week, y'all, Homeless Jimmy on the program.
Oh, do you know if we're doing is it going to be like a necro deal where he's on the phone, or are you going to try to explain to him how to Zoom?
I don't know. We're going to play it as it lies this week. And, and once again, Brian, I don't even want to have Homeless Jimmy on the show because, yes, I know he is Jewish. And right. I just feel like that opens hell's gates for you to say all the crazy things that, you want to say.
I am nothing but pro-Jew. I say nothing but positive things about Jews.
Yes, I know.
This is the Jewish section. I am one.
Okay, put it down now. Good job, Brian.
Yeah, it was a great segue back to Hell's Gate, Pat, because the three-headed dog, Cerebus, is there.
Fluffy.
That's the hell that the gauntlet of death. You start
the
at Hell's Gate.
Hellscape Gauntlet.
Isn't that what Judge Joe Dredd has on his chest? Doesn't he have like Fluffy from Harry Potter?
Yeah,
Fluffy.
It's fucking Fluffy.
See, I was kind of tipping
Fluffy
my
is
hat
a
to the
relative
judge.
of Cerebus.
And you know what he did? He put a hit out on my table.
It's not nice.
That's right. He said, "Let's find Larry's table. I want you to smash me over the head with that Greg the Hammer Valentine painting. We hate that. Everybody, Larry, everybody that hates XPW hates that painting.
I want to
They told me.
That's a very nice painting.
They hate that you always bring that Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Half the reason I bring it is for you. Half the reason I bring it.
Next time you bring it, I'm just gonna buy it off of you.
Yeah, bro. If you want to, yeah. Well, I'll cut you. You're a brother. You know what I'm saying?
That shit is dope.
Yeah, it should
bro,
be hanging in like a diner somewhere.
Fucking Mania 20.
It goes up in the Blvd Bullies diner.
Word.
Oh boy. So last week was cut short. Went a little bit off the rails. So I don't know what you guys want to do about the contest. There were 2 comments. A few people reached out privately and chatted with me and wanted the link. They fucking smooth talked me into getting the private link because originally it was unlisted.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went full members only. Basically, for those of you who don't know, all the hubbub was about the fact that we were insulted numerous times, saying that we act like rock stars, or we think we're rock. Obviously, we act like rock stars.
Servino was the thing.
It was, I guess, started by Servino. And,
who is Kings Road?
Yes.
Who is so nice to me. They are so nice to me individually on the thing. I guess because I don't get it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
they're always tagging me and shit. And
see, I don't think when he says, "Oh, Blvd Bullies," I don't think he means you. No, not to no offense.
Because I'm just here to color commentate.
Well, and also he knows.
He shares my shit too, though. He also reposts my shit. So he's just like
he seems kind of friendly, like in the name of the thing.
He's a wrestling fan. We talk shit.
Yeah. We can talk a little shit, but I remember it did go off the rails because Brian was mad.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, because I was merely saying that me and Patrick were in the trenches, actually playing music and making people fight.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
we know
that's right.
What it is.
Back to me.
Right.
Yeah.
You see, we actually learned an instrument. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen you, Pat, with the sigil when you have your shirt off and your.
Have you seen me play? Have you ever seen me?
I've seen photos. And I have been in there for a rehearsal. I've watched it on a rehearsal.
Oh, that's right. We had a nice FaceTime.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess we should probably, because I wanted more fire about this than we had now, but less than last week. I guess we could just agree to disagree. However, new piece of merchandise coming soon, Blvd Rockstars t-shirt. Very simple. Just a little pentagram, little rock and roll font.
Ooh, I
want.
I
Yeah,
want
we're gonna do that.
that.
Basically,
I want
every
that.
single one of our designs is now about something that made somebody upset. You're going to get the Die Slow. You're going to get the rock stars. And, there's got to be one to complete the trilogy. Sean, can you think of a design?
Yeah, we're gonna put ourselves in the tree like Creed weathered the album. Because we're rock stars. That's what rock
Sean,
stars
that's
do.
even better. We don't have to make a shirt that says Blvd Bullies Rock Stars. We should just recreate an iconic.
A rock star. Yeah. Yep.
We should do Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh, our faces are like the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Melancholy.
Mm-hmm.
Double disc.
Billy might like that.
Then maybe we should do one with Green Day
Who the fuck
with
are
the
these
Dookie
guys?
album. And us running around like the Dookie album, like everything's about to explode. Because we're rock stars.
Maybe you, Brian, and Larry can run down the street naked like Blink-182, and I'll just film it.
Yes, we could do that.
Sweet. The streets of Newark, by the way. From
Streets
the
of
Heart
Newark.
Ballroom to the cheesesteak spot and back.
Rockstar stuff.
I'll do it.
Just fucking rock stars.
I'll do it. I'll do anything.
Yeah, so I guess suffice to say, just to finish up that conversation,
Fuck
fuck
'em.
you. Yeah, exactly. What the fuck?
I knew that's what he was going to
Yeah,
say.
keep fucking watching, bitch. What the fuck? Watching us in the crowd have fun. Sorry that every single person wants to hang out and get us sick, and vice versa. We want to hang out with everybody, get everybody else sick too. Fuck off, goddamn idiots. Hey, Brian, I swear to God, if you smoke that whole thing, I'll put you right back in jail.
I'm being so quiet and good, damn it.
He is.
I was like, Brian, what's that huge water bottle?
Jesus Christ.
Yo, so let's
You
talk
got
a
a
little
Dollar
wrestling.
Tree gallon of water.
Also, dude, oh my God, I and Brian, you are being so well
Delicious.
behaved that I don't mean to dump on
What
you.
is that, an accordion?
Yo, so I just want to say that Sunday night was Sting's last match, right? So me and Larry and Sean are in the group text talking about the AEW pay-per-view. Talking like, oh man, this. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the glass shatters and Brian hops into the fucking group chat. He's like, I'm in the Circle 6 YouTube chat and everybody's shitting on me. It's fucking awesome. And it's
It
like,
was.
oh my God, you
Dude.
absolute. All right, please bring us up to speed, Brian. Tell us
I'm
about
gonna tell you, for the first half of the pay-per-view, there was no
Are you
talk.
talking about AEW pay-per-view or the free YouTube event that you were watching?
It wasn't free. I was watching Circle 6 on Triller. It's a
It was on
Triller.
Fight, yeah.
Oh,
It's
it
on
wasn't
Fight.
free. So technically, so you mean it wasn't free per view?
Right. It was a premium live event.
It was
There you
a
go.
subscription,
PLE.
subscription-based,
PLE.
a subscription-based amenity for
Yes.
subscribing to Thriller.
Yes. Exactly.
Right. So it wasn't
like the
a
whole reason
pay-per-view,
I
but
love
it wasn't
Peacock.
free.
I think that AEW was
actually
AEW was on Triller as well. You could either buy AEW on Triller or you could buy Circle 6. That was they were competing.
GCW also on Triller?
Yeah.
Yes.
But they're one of the
Sponsored by
few
Triller.
that have a plus subscription that you get every event with your.
That's how I watched. That's
with
how I
your
watched Circle
monthly
6. It was
fee.
the $5.99.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, on this PLE Circle 6, nobody was talking about what was going on. Everybody, 99% of the chat was shitting on me and XPW.
Smart.
And I just thought that was very, very funny. I wasn't even talking about XPW. I think my mere
Was it because
presence,
they saw
my
that your
mere
name
presence
was there?
made them angry and want to shit on XPW. If I
So,
wasn't
all
there,
right,
I don't think
hold
they
on.
would have said anything.
Brian,
So
I
you
feel
usually
like
have something that you open with when you go into a chat room. It's like "Sup fuckers," Ginsburg. Like you say
Well, I
something.
always use my real name.
So what'd you say when you got into the chat? What was the first thing you
he
said?
probably's like,
Remember?
"What's up?
Sean?
Let's
What's up,
69 and
sluts?"
come." Yeah, exactly.
There you go. What's up, sluts? What else?
I probably promoted Bullies. probably
Okay.
promoted Bullies. We're coming everywhere, all over
There
the
you
walls
go.
in the
All
chat.
right. So there you go. 3 strikes are out. The old ball game.
Made everybody tight.
Yep.
And they could, I mean, dude, for more than half of it, it was just pure and there was a fake Andy Lawler, someone pretending to be Andy Lawler.
This is hilarious. The
Holy
length
shit, dude.
the lengths that people go to impersonate others is pretty funny. And might I add, your just your overall influence in the
I don't influence people to portray people they aren't.
Brian,
I want people
Brian,
to
come
be
on.
themselves. People need to be themselves.
Come on, Brian. Come on.
Stop
Come
being
on now.
afraid. I think that people are afraid to
Do
be
you remember
themselves.
anything that was said directly to you from this chat that standed out?
Come on, bust out the notebook.
It was like an Alan Bosnio-esque trolling where they would say positive things but were really being negative. Their favorite promotion, XPW, blah 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 blah.
So how was the event? Did anybody watch clips of this Circle 6 event?
I'll be honest, I didn't know anything was happening.
Was Drake injured? Is Drake hurt?
I saw it was on the show. He was surrounded by
infuriated me.
Doctors.
Infuriated me. We're watching. It's like I'm fully like, and I very rarely decide to just lay around and get fully immersed in a wrestling program. And, usually I'm not on my phone, but we were chatting about it, and like we're watching Takeshita and fucking Ospreay drop each other on their heads. We're watching Sting. We're watching all this shit. Brian hops in the chat. Drake Younger hurt. It's like, oh shit, Brian, what happened? He's like, well, I don't know. All the trainers were around him. He seemed like he's really hurt. It's like, you fucking Mark, shut the
First of all,
up.
that's you see, you're just being rude. You're just being rude. That's not what I said.
Guys,
you don't even remember what I said.
You just hit him with an
breaking
Uncle
news.
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt your AEW chat.
Hit him with the Uncle Buck. Hand up.
Damn it.
I mean, Brian, until you alerted me that show was going on, I had no clue. I had no clue about the Circle
Brian
6
just, like,
free
locked
YouTube
it.
stream or
The
whatever.
only reason I knew about the Circle 6 show was because of the Drake Younger, Dale Patricks, and Koger brothers match.
Oh, that's the only reason you knew about. And so, how did you know about that match?
Well, because that was the match. It was. I don't think there was any death matches before that match. There was like 3 matches, three or four matches that weren't death matches.
In a ring?
In the ring, right. It was the Circle 6. I don't remember the name of the event.
Ballroom Blitz?
No, the Ballroom Blitz was the night before, and that's a no-ring event. Barroom Blitz.
Now, was that streamed free?
I don't think that was streamed.
No, that was a not free per view either.
Right, I heard that was like the biggest no ring that has ever commenced.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But
we
no
have
one can
set
see
a
it. No one can
new
see it.
attendance record for no-ring wrestling matches. Today's paid attendance is 872.
I don't think it was 872.
605.
You know what will be wild? A
But
no
really,
ring
it's like 400.
at Rolling Loud.
What?
Imagine having a no ring at Rolling Loud in Miami. And then like
they've had a ring at that I think they did like wrestling at Knotfest.
ASAP had Yams Day in the Barclays.
Didn't Baron Corbin slap Corey Taylor or something? I remember that happening at a festival event.
12.
Yeah.
But yeah,
562.
I would say that
That's it.
event compared to the Ruthless Pro Wrestling event that happened the day before, that event was very good and enjoyable on the death match.
And that was the one that was headlined by Mo Hoodfoot Al Atlas versus Atticus Koger, the Last Nail.
Yes, sir. And
The
also
Last Nail.
it opened with the no rope barbed wire with Otis and I think it was Remy.
Okay.
I saw that.
We were
I
talking-
said that's the only thing I saw was that match.
So I want to talk about both of these shows kind of thought it was obvious we were going to do Circle 6, but if you want to do we want to back up, do RPW. I need a breakdown. I need some analysis. I want to hear about these matches, what happened during them. So Brian, you can pick. Do you want to do RPW, which is another thing I didn't know was happening, or do you want to do whatever the fuck else?
Well, Circle 6, I'm going to tell you right now, it was mostly just bantering with the chat, and I don't even remember the event. It was very not unmemorable event. Unmemorable. There was a main event. It was Matt Justice. I can't even remember, dude. But not memorable.
Wow. And you sound like Robert Lottie. Robert Lottie covered the ETU show, and it was like the most not full review because he couldn't remember how the matches ended. He just kept saying, I don't even remember what happened, but these guys won.
It was. I think it was their 2 year. It's their 2 year. It was their 2 year anniversary show. It was an anniversary show as well for them. So it seemed like it could.
I saw. The main event was Homicide and Santana, a newly released from AEW Santana.
Just got his gold. Just got his gold coin too. By the way, I don't know if you guys follow.
I saw the coin.
Yeah, so he just posted his.
That's for the playoff.
You know what I did? Because last week I was going sober. I took a screenshot of it, photoshopped it a little bit, so now I can send that to people. You know, be like, "Yo, check it out! I did it." You know.
Can you see his hand in the photo?
Well, I cried. That's what I'm saying. We did a little work.
Okay.
So you really can't, so now I stole that photo. But anyway.
Wow, he got released.
But I think that's so fucked up. He just got the year coin. And then
I'm pretty sure this is what he wanted, though.
What about Ortiz? Ortiz still around?
Ortiz is still around.
Little Freak 42069 says, big hello to Larry and the gang. Hope to see any of you soon. Oh, boy, another on-siter.
Oh, balloons!
Oh, my God, Larry, how did you summon those?
I don't know. It's the scarf.
Do it again.
That was some crazy black magic.
What did I do?
Now, how do we know that this is?
He did something, and it was just balloons.
Balloons. You got excited.
Balloons.
How do we know that this is the Little Freak 42069 and not a fake Little Freak 42069 like the fake Andy Lawler?
Because our people are our people.
Okay, you can never be too careful these days, Larry.
And Lil Freak has been a fan of Larry Legend since the NYWC Legacy days.
No shit.
Freak.
So what was the main event of this Circle 6 thing, Brian?
Matt Justice versus he can't remember.
It was a steel cage tag team match. It was Matt Justice.
Wow.
I'll tell you right now. Give me
versus probably Journey and Jacob Fatu.
Okay, what was the foursome
and Bev?
And Bev, right? So Bev and Matt Justice versus Jacob and Journey Fatu.
That doesn't sound so bad. In a steel cage.
Wow.
That's
in
dope.
A steel cage. Yeah, but I don't.
Bev is my guy.
I remember thinking that there was terrible lighting. There was during the cage match. It was like terrible lighting, and it was just not great stuff for me.
The beverage.
I would say Ruthless Pro Wrestling had the event of the weekend.
Okay, to walk us through this. You walk us through this RPW event.
Right.
It was at the Bruin
in Chicago.
Chicago, you're out of here.
And
I hate this city.
It started with the no rope.
It's from 7.
Hardway Heater and Otis Koger. And I would say that this
it was Hardway.
It was definitely it started with the no rope barbed wire. Probably not one of the worst no rope barbed wires I've ever seen.
It wasn't a pay-per-view, but it wasn't free. It wasn't the worst. Wasn't the best, but not the worst.
On the list of no rope barbed wires, it's definitely got to be on
zero, not last.
It's just not. It's just like there's like all of the other ones I've ever seen. They barely utilized the barbed wire. It was like that was probably the weakest match of the whole night for me.
Okay.
And it started the night, so I guess that's a good thing because then it was all uphill from there.
Yo, in the chat, what's your best
downhill? It was all downhill from there.
Barbed wire.
I'll tell you right now, it's Born to Be Wired, Daddy-O.
Yeah,
that's a great one. That's a fucking great one. Mine, I'm a little partial because I was there. It's just Thumbtack Jack opening match, Cage of Death 10.
Oh.
Thumbtack Jack. More Thumbtack Jack.
Me and Pat were for RSP and Matt Tremont. That was a no rope.
That was a good one.
And that was a no rope, and it was also surrounded by two. It was a no rope barbed wire and surrounded by tubes.
Yeah, that was dope. I feel like I've definitely because I think almost all of the tournament finals that I've seen in my tournament of death run have been tubes or like halfsies. You know, that one, Brian, at the H2O Center was dope. I feel like
I got a rare one. If you never checked it out, John Moxley versus Nick Gage, no rope barbed wire from it was like New Hampshire. We did a show up in like New Hampshire. It was a weird thing. DJ wanted to do some show up in New Hampshire, and the main event was Gage versus Mox, no rope barbed wire. There was no mic. So I had to do the announcements just like screaming.
Ding, ding,
and when
ding.
I announced Gage, he said, "Do it louder." And I did it. And like, I lie to you not. If you watch this footage, you see him sell like, "Whoa, he did it!" Like he like looks at Mox like he got louder.
Larry passes out.
Fucking with Gage back then, bro.
What about Nico Suzio, Biff Busick, NYWC?
Pat. Thank you for that. That was good.
Sportatorium.
Yeah, that was good.
And then Nico pulls out a knife. And
yes, he did.
And you can cut the tension with the knife. He had a
yeah.
And then they're circling, and he's like ha. And then of course this is the key. You got to wait till it's absolute dead silent. And I went, watch out! He's got a knife.
It's the best shit.
Yeah, it's just very, very funny.
You're the best, Pat. I remember that. That was such a coup.
That's so
DJ at the time.
Funny at the time, like. Yeah, I don't know. It's just very, very fucking funny to me that he would like. It's like a no rope barbed wire, and they got barbed wire bats, and they're doing all the wrestling stuff, and then he just pulls out a knife. He's just gonna kill him. He's just gonna stab him. It's very,
yeah,
very
I remember that was the night. That was the night Black Cheese bought his gun into the locker room. I took photos of him with his gun. And that was a very weapon. CZW. What was it called? CZW in Y. It was called CZW in NY.
Oh, yeah.
INNY.
Genius. Yeah. Sean, lay it on me. Top no rope.
I think my first one will probably be my favorite one just because it's something I seen live. It was Onita and Tremont.
Oh, at
the Flyer Skate Zone.
At the Flyer Skate Zone. Oh, August 4th. Yeah. I'd be there.
Yeah. You were there. And that's when I think I first saw you guys. And you guys were heckling Sam Roberts as he was walking into the building.
We had a whole summer.
Turned into a schmoz.
It turned right. I was about to say it turned into a tag.
Right?
A six-man tag.
Yeah, it wound up being Stockade, Tremont.
And was it Ricky?
I don't remember who the other one was. I can't remember.
Raver.
Yes,
no,
Raver.
You see,
Raver.
I don't think so. I don't think so because I feel like at the time it seemed like it was going to be that, but they swapped it out for somebody else. That's why I said Ricky because I think it might have been. I'm not sure. And then it was Chainsaw. Fucking
Leatherface was there.
Leatherface and fucking Onita.
Red. Mm-hmm. That was dope.
I mean, they still did barbed wire, no rope barbed wire spots, you know.
And they did the bat. They did the exploding bat.
They did the exploding bat. Yeah, it was dope. I mean, for my first time seeing something like that, that's probably my favorite time.
Like people like fucking sleep on CZW, but a lot of the shit CZW did years ago. Nito was over in 2011, dude. Kasai was over in 20, like all these years ago, man. Like
prime shit.
Yeah, like so, like everybody like doing this big hoopla about stuff. I'm like, been there, done that.
You still got to throw a hoopla though, because it happened. Like, or else it wouldn't be dope.
I understand. I understand Larry, the pageantry. I understand the pageantry.
I want to hear about your. Sorry, I want to hear about your CZW experience, but Brian, keep us going on this RPW show.
Yes, please, Brian.
Well, Eric Dillinger returned from having a baby, and he fought. He fought Remington Roar.
Did he fight him good?
They fought. They're both awesome.
Did he have that baby good?
He must have. He must have had it pretty good.
How did his body look after labor?
Tight.
All right, sweet. He looked tight.
Tight.
All right. Bounce right back. Bounce right back.
Right. Remington Raw had some peach. He had some like different peach shorts on, and I don't know if I liked his peach shorts.
Okay. All right. Little fashion souls here. Okay.
But the match was good.
Very nice.
And nobody watched this. Nobody watched this event besides me.
Brian's yelling at himself in the chat.
I fell asleep. Brian,
fell
you had
asleep.
me on it, but I fell asleep in my bed during the Schwartzy Randy.
The tag match.
And I woke up and my phone was almost dead, and I was like, "What's going on?"
So, and Randy West is awesome. I love her, and I just think that tag matches become like too crazy. Like there's just too much shit going on, and it's just not fun. It's like it takes away from tags. Like the whole point of a tag match is the psychology of tagging
Right.
and like using your tag team partner, and it doesn't exist in a death match.
No,
And I no.
41 down says RPW was a blast. I was there. Chase in the chat, and Chase, you just stumped me, and this might be my viewing this evening. Zandig and Gage versus Kasai and Matsunaga at BJW versus CZW, possibly the wildest no rope barbed wire match ever. Larry, are you familiar with this one? With this channel?
I'm not, but 41 down just reminded me of a legendary one that's available on YouTube that has like hundreds of thousands of views. Zandig versus Ruckus, one on in the CZW arena, no rope barbed wire.
Oh my god!
Like
I haven't seen that either.
Dude, it's awesome. Ruckus versus Zandig, no rope barbed wire.
What
CZW
year is that?
arena.
Do you know what year that is?
It's got to be like
2005,
Yeah,
2006.
because I came in 2009. I started being a fan, and you were
20
already
years
like,
ago.
I was right after Ruckus. Like a kid watching the clips, Ruckus was a huge selling point for me. But then when we finally went, we didn't like.
He was kind of like,
yeah, it was kind of.
he was
You
kinda
were already
like-
like the main guy. You
I
were
wasn't
shot
this
off.
guy, yeah.
I feel like Blackout was still around, but it was more like a Black G's type of thing or something.
I went through a lot of different iterations and lots of personalities, lots of I want to do it this way.
Wasn't Eddie Kingston in Blackout for a minute?
He was in one of the original members.
Hell yeah.
And Joker.
Oh, wow. I didn't even... I probably saw him and didn't even know who I was looking at the time. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like young and soft brain. I didn't know the history or the guys,
You know who probably was right there in the crowd with you? A young, different boy.
Yeah, like he was like 8.
Yep. Dude, I
Jimmy
bet you he
Lloyd's
was.
young as fuck, dude.
What?
I used to see him all the time. Just sitting there watching.
Just ruining his life.
Yeah. Yo, Sean, how about Janela swooping in and popping up at Ridgefield Park and opening up that ETU show? How about that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Marcus Mathers was supposed to fight that guy, Matt Mikowski, that kind of shooter guy, and Mikowski couldn't make it. So Marcus Mathers came out with the ETU belt and was like, anybody. And I don't know if he still uses that theme, but
That's awesome.
Janela popped up. Dude, went 20 minutes. 20 minutes opening match.
Hell yeah.
Well, this is the season. You got spring break coming up.
It's getting ready.
Brian,
Yeah, ready.
conclude the RPW. Just give us the meat and potatoes here.
Match of the night, definitely Joe
what I had for
Dredd,
dinner.
Joe Dredd and Satu Jin.
Me too.
Yo,
Joe
that's
Dredd-
amazing.
Dude, it was fucking awesome. I want to see Satu Jin and his weird breasts in the XPW.
All right. Okay.
I love those
What?
titties.
That's what I want. The little weird
love those
titties.
titties.
You know,
Little
in
Satu
2
titties.
short weeks, Judge Joe Dredd has, in my eyes,
Take
gone
his thing.
from being a respected, maybe even underrated, to being by far the most overrated judge in all of deathmatch.
Well, you might say that, but also announced at this show after he beat Satu Jin,
Him versus Brock Lesnar now?
he's now called out the Killdozer for
Oh, that's right.
WrestleMania weekend for Miasma for the Ruthless Pro Wrestling event.
What did I tell you?
And I think Judge Joe Dredd versus Matt Tremont is fucking awesome, if you ask me.
Are you going to be there, Brian?
I really want to. It's the Sunday. It's a Sunday show.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little deep.
And
That's
we're
deep.
going. Our first day there is going to be a Thursday, and it's my birthday, so I'm going to be hurting.
Mm. Well,
is
Larry's
Brian's birthday.
Larry's going to be there. That I know, right?
What?
I'm
Don't you
going to
know-
be there.
At Ruthless Pro Wrestling?
I'd be there.
Well, Schlack is going to be there.
I'd be there.
There's a lot of that event is pretty fucking sick. But also happening that happened was Dr. Redacted versus Akira, which was great stuff.
They jumped on commentary together.
Yes,
that was pretty cool.
Akira talked shit. Akira talked shit to Dr. Redacted.
Did
he has to be
kiss?
better. He has to be better.
Did they kiss?
No, they didn't kiss. He said he's going to beat the shit out of him if he doesn't get better.
Yeah, Akira's like the Daniel Bryan of deathmatch.
I hate that everyone talks shit to Dr. Redacted.
Yeah, I kind of hate it too.
Fuck everybody.
I mean, maybe I don't know what the story of his training is, but I mean, the guy definitely goes to the gym more than most of these guys.
I don't even understand where it stems from, because I like to be known to you. Has he ever injured anybody?
Yo, I think that if I was in a fight
like,
and I needed somebody, I would 100% pick Dr. Redacted over Akira.
Oh, 100%.
1,000%, dude. I'd pick Dr. Redacted to fight alongside me over Judge Joe Dredd, probably. We're talking about a barroom fucking blitz. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Roadhouse.
Yeah, Doctor doesn't give a fuck.
Larry, what do you think?
Roadhouse.
Who would you want to fight alongside you?
Neil
Diamond?
The Honey Badger.
No, I mean, I feel like in a lethal...
Well, all time, like if I was like, I had to pick like a motherfucker to go into battle with, it would probably be Masada.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as you put it that way, that's exactly what I immediately thought.
Dude, because dude, nobody's fucking with him.
No.
Well, I choose the fifth member. I choose the fifth member here. Schlack.
Rather have Schlack.
He's another one. You know who's another one good to have a year quarter? Fucking Moth.
Oh,
bro, Moth is clearing the room, bro. Moth is clearing the fucking bar, bro.
But I feel like a Moth, a Neil, they might be diffusers.
You think?
But I'm just, I'm saying if I need a rabid fucking dog with me.
Neil!
Yeah.
Neil, bro!
Okay, I'm gonna go Masada.
Bro, Neil, keep that thing on him. He's weaponized. He's got some shit on him, bro. To fucking start stabbing. As soon as the first starts flying, that motherfucker, East St. Louis in this bitch.
See, but that's another factor. We're talking about a real life scenario. Like, I need somebody to start throwing shit, to jump over shit, to start swinging on people. But I don't want my guy to stab. Now we're in jail. I need somebody who's gonna not stab.
We need to get out of this shit. I'm not going fisticuffs with no one. I want everyone to stay away from me. Like, oh, this nigga's got a weapon.
Right.
Oh, this motherfucker's got a weapon. Yeah. I just have both knives in hands, just going Kato.
Right. The answer to the question is obviously Masada. It's 100%.
Yeah.
It's not Masada.
Well, I think that's rude to our friend Schlack.
Brian, just a few short weeks ago, you were saying that Schlack was ducking Eric Ryan, dude.
Currently, in his current storyline, that doesn't take away from all of his accomplishments ever.
What storyline are you talking about?
Person right now is what I was upset about. God damn it!
I'm still not. Ducking is just not the word I would use.
No. I'm sorry to say, but he completely ducked Eric Ryan.
Finagling.
Ducked. Eric Ryan was #1 contender, and he chose not to fight him with his creative control. That's ducking.
Says even Rob Black.
Contender.
I think that's what you were told.
Yeah, that's what you were told by your evil father. Your evil Uncle Black.
I saw it with my own eyes. You don't watch it. You don't watch it. I watch it.
Oh, boy. What do you guys want to talk about now? Because I want to get to Larry's CZW, but now ETU wrestling. Enter the
I
underground.
just said that because it all popped up in the noggin. I don't give a fuck about ETU.
Yeah, me neither.
I watched Robert's rundown, and I kind of was like, whoa, Joey came in for that? That's wow.
Right, everybody in the chat knows that Brian's out of control. And you know what it is, Brian, you are obviously being programmed through whatever the fuck you're smoking.
It's weed.
And maybe the case. It may be the case.
You are being massaged and fucking hypnotized.
I've been
drugged up.
I'm in 6th grade.
Off.
God damn it!
What?
I've been massaged since the 6th grade. I've been smoking the weed since the 6th grade.
So now it's all finally having lasting effects on your deductive
I'm still the
capabilities.
Same boy I've always been.
A different boy.
The same boy. I'm the same boy. Not a different boy.
So Larry, they loved you at the CZW.
Call me Ishmael.
Mm-hmm. I made sure to let Shannon know.
Right, of course, because you wouldn't want to show up unannounced, Larry.
I made sure to let Shannon know, and Shannon reminded me
that it's $25.
She said, I'm not really at the regular CZW shows, only the death shows.
Oh, right.
But she was like, I will let CZW owner DJ Hyde know that you're planning on stopping by.
Thank God. And of course, they had the red carpet rolled out. They had the seat taped off.
Well, there were a few seats available. And I have a friend. I have a friend who's a really big Rich Swann fan. And my friend, I was like, Rich Swann is right up the road once a month, sometimes twice a month. I'm like, if you want to, we can go watch Rich Swann defend the CZW World Championship. So
he was like, no way. You were like, yeah, I got Shannon's number right here. So.
And I messaged Shannon. I said, I'm going to stop on by. And she was like, great. DJ loves to see you. That was her reply. Great. DJ loves to see you.
+1.
And I came on in there and I hugged DJ. I wished him a happy belated birthday. And then me and my friend, we sat and we enjoyed the show. But of course, I was summoned. By some of the roster.
Can't even walk through the mall no more.
Yeah, they were like, oh, Larry's here. So I went upstairs to the locker room, hug, dap, hung out for a little bit. And then I went back down, and that's when DJ was giving his speech about CZW doing big business in Maryland. That's when I filmed them.
What they're known for.
I filmed those words. That's when he was like, our guest here tonight, which was not planned. He just did it because I was filming him. And he knows I get shit out. DJ knows if there's one thing Larry's going to do, it's film it and get it out. And, I put that shit out. And yeah, it's nice. It's nice after all these years to be able to go to MCW and they're Larry. Go to CZW and they're Larry. Go to XPW and they're Larry. But one thing you will never hear them doing anywhere is going, ow.
Oh, wow. Wow.
You'll never hear that ever anywhere.
Wow.
Larry, I'm so happy you brought that up because in the wake of Brian's nuclear meltdown,
what are you talking about?
We lost such an amazing story told by you, the origins of your blood jihad with Al Borland's cousin, Al Moreland. So could you just touch on that briefly before we get back to your CCW excursion?
I have a job. It's commentate, okay? And I'm going to call it like I see it. Al fucking sucks as a ref. He's gotten better, but he sucks as a ref. And in doing my job as a commentator, I ride his ass every time I see him up there. And on top of that, as a social media fucking powerhouse that I am, when I share XPW media, I sometimes needle that motherfucker just to remind him that he's a shitty fucking rep and I'm calling him on it. Well, somewhere along the line, it got personal with Al. Al was like, you're going to stop fucking talking about me, Larry, because I dropped 25 pounds and I'm benching over 200, which is more than I weigh right now.
Larry, you have inspired him. He is in his garage and or basement every single day, working out, dips.
Like American Beauty.
Knee lifts.
Yeah, bro, yes, bro.
There are pictures of Larry that he's punching and spin kicking. And like,
spin kicking?
Yeah.
He spin kicks?
Yeah, he has a big head of Larry. You've seen it right over your shoulder. You know, the big Larry head. Al Moreland has that exact photo on one of the doors of his house, and he goes all the way at the end of the hallway, just runs his fucking head into it over and over again. That's how he wakes his ass up in the morning. You've woken a demon, Larry.
You know what? That's good for him. That's good for him. But motherfucker, like I said, I got a job to do. I stand by what the fuck I say and what the fuck I put out there. And if you have a problem with it, then try to come for me, bitch, because I'm loved and I'm handsome and you're ugly and nobody knows who the fuck you are, bro. So, like...
Well, now they do. Thanks to you, Larry.
He looks like Edgar.
You're right. You're right. And that's what I'm saying. This motherfucker is going into business for himself. I get it. I was there.
Well, and you know, I think a true professional would be like, instead of taking it to heart and being like, "Oh, you're shitting on me," it's like you're actually hashing out and defining his character a little bit. You're making him a character.
Exactly.
Right.
And look, that's what we want. At all costs, we want XPW to be like, I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. Maybe Larry and the ref will just start fucking fighting right before the next match. Maybe we will just fucking be rolling around on the fucking mat fighting. That is the syringe through the fucking foreskin. That is fucking Darcy Diamond showing her fucking pussy in the Derby room. That's what XPW is. So I'm all for it, Al. I want the fucking smoke.
So you telling him to pull up?
Oh, we done been told each other to pull up, but that motherfucker said he was about to pop the trunk. And I said, bitch, just like Neil, I keep that motherfucking thing on me.
Wait, he said he was gonna pop the trunk?
Oh,
that sounds so badass.
Listen. He said, if I have to go out and pop the trunk.
Whoa.
What?
I will.
I'm a little scared, Larry. I'm a little worried about this. I do not see a path that leads to this.
He sounds like Michael Douglas in Falling Down. Like he's just having a bad day.
Yo, I don't know. That's what I'm kind of worried about, dude.
Well,
he sucks.
I'm not worried.
All right, so add them to the list. What do we got so far? We got fuck Servino, fuck fucking Chad Mins, and then
Al Moreland has AIDS.
We'll add Al Moreland to the list. Fuck them too. All right, you want to add it? You want to make it the AIDS list? We'll make the AIDS list. I can do that.
So did we talk about during the triple threat match between Masada, Ricky Shane Page, and Shellac? Oh, we did.
Well,
right?
But it's lost to the paywall now.
Members only.
We talked about a lot.
Thanks to Brian.
So during the match, Brian, real quick, Brian, don't get too into it, but I want you to elaborate more on why were you told to come on? And why?
Oh yeah, because that's when I got interrupted. I got booted
from Al Moreland.
Yeah, you got this. You got this.
Sean, I was in the
with
moment.
With the gloves.
I was probably telling him that he has AIDS.
Yeah, we were probably booing him or something. But you know the thing is, you always boo the ref and that doesn't even come from wrestling. It's like baseball. You know, the ref calls an obvious strike against your player, and you go, "You suck, ref." You know, you just tell them they suck, dude. So like it was an obvious kick out 2 count, like 1, 2, shoulder up, and I was like, "Come on, ref, that was 3. Open your fucking eyes, Al." And the only reason I said Al is because Larry put me on.
You always boo the ref. You always boo the ref, but there's people like Al Moreland, shitty fat Al Moreland, and then there's people like Mike Burns who are nice people.
Oh no, I boo Mike Burns just the same.
Yeah, no, right. You boo Mike Burns, you tell him he sucks. Yeah. But he's dope. If you like, you could talk to him. You can talk to him, and he's a dope guy. No, you can't talk to Al. Al's a goddamn dickhead.
You know what, guys? I don't like this.
He gave you the Arn Anderson. Come on, that's what he gave you. He went. He gave you the Arn Anderson. Like,
imagine we just all 4 of us hit the ring and just beat up Al. In the middle.
Tully just tagged Arn. Arn standing in the corner, and he's just waiting. He's just waiting. That's what he did to Brian. He gave you the good old AA.
Yeah, and I guess it is fair game to talk about some last week stuff, but yeah. And Larry, as soon as there was a sound check, as soon as there was a live microphone in front of Larry's face at like 3:00 in the afternoon, 2 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you just cut a huge promo on Al. Just set it off. You're like, that's right. Nowhere in the vicinity, bitch.
Yeah.
I helped set up
I
those
said
goddamn
this just
speakers.
like I said on Twitter. I'm the queen of stay the fuck out of my area.
Oh,
There's
boy.
21 years in. I don't want nobody near me except maybe Jasmine or Kat or Veronica or a broad. Those is who I want near Amanda.
And the
I
Blvd
want
Bullies.
girls around me, not no fucking stinking ass Al.
Al Moreland on his Bone Crusher tip.
Outside out club, people.
I don't know. I don't think he's fat. I think he's like barrel chested. He's like a little Gimli motherfucker. He'll fucking run at you.
That's what I said,
roll
Arn
right to
Anderson.
both your knees, crack the opposite direction. He's like a little fucking armadillo up in there.
Both of an armadillo.
Guys, get off
He
the
totally
Al.
looks like an armadillo,
Get the
dude.
fuck off of Al.
Yeah,
Get him off
fuck
my
Al.
show.
Like a power roll.
I
Get
want
him out.
Get his ass out of the conversation. Fuck him.
Get to Larry's favorite part, maybe.
Oh my
All right,
God,
it's
we're
time
like
for-
an hour in.
Right.
It's time for Larry's favorite
Show.
part of the program. Boo-doo-doo-doo.
Holy shit, I didn't even realize.
So bad take black. I'm gonna let you take this over. You can figure out like what you want to do about last week versus this week. I mean, we don't really have any comments.
There's one there's a sole
yeah,
commenter.
but it's not really fair because like I unlisted it and then I members
No, but see,
only
I'm gonna call bullshit because our members could have commented on this video.
Look, Larry.
There are members that pay for Blvd Bullies could have went to our video and made a comment if they wanted this giveaway.
Who's that?
Well, Brian,
ODB.
I'm not
I thought
stepping
so.
in.
Do you
That's
not agree?
awesome,
Do you
bro.
agree with what I'm saying? Is that
That's
like
awesome.
you didn't turn off comments?
Yeah, the
Did you-
members
Hey,
could
can
have
the other
commented.
two of you shut the fuck up for a second?
Put them in jail, god damn it.
Brian, I didn't prepare cells for them.
You got to
I'm
oh,
usually
shit.
just asleep.
Jesus.
He's usually just asleep.
I feel like, Brian, this is all your fault because now Sean's lashing out by starting side conversations because
He wanted to show me some cool shit.
Well, like get an Instagram or something. All right, listen.
What?
They have Instagrams.
So,
Oh,
whatever. Show's over. Any final words, guys?
What the fuck are you talking about? It's
Brian,
fine
take
this
over the
week.
giveaway. Just tell us about the giveaways. Make the
God damn
decision
it.
about last week.
Yeah, there was I'm going to say that our
Run it again.
members, there's at least fucking 4 of you that could have commented on the video, and there's one person that did, so he wins. That's
Okay.
how
Who the fuck is that?
That's how giveaway win. That's how
Run it.
giveaways
No,
work.
no. I think you should run the same giveaway again because the
No.
video got taken down and nobody had the opportunity.
The members have the
Members.
opportunity.
Right, but,
There's an
but even
opportunity.
the members didn't for the first 24 hours because I was doing some soul searching about what I wanted to do with the vid. Yeah.
But it's there. It's there. It was there for commenting.
And plus,
said-
everyone knew that it
you
was-
said yourself, you shared the link to people that could have commented
Brian,
on the video.
calm down, Brian.
I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited. I'm sorry.
But are you sure you're
Yeah.
getting excited, or are you sure it's not whatever you're drinking out of that garbage bag?
Well, I smoked something
Could you
out of
say
the
the
garbage
tagline?
bag.
I'm going to give you permission to say the tagline again.
The most extreme no,
What's
the
that?
dankest stuff for the most extreme stoners to puff. Extreme cannabis.
Okay, so anyway, I feel
We're
like
giving it away. The
video was like kind
I
of
like the I like the comment that the person left, and I think they deserve the win.
Well, Brian, you will have the final say. We're
Whack.
really just giving you we're advising you, and I just want to say that
He always has the final say.
This is the
even-
guy that gave away Rush Hour 2 without one, right?
I run the giveaway, motherfucker.
Sean.
What
Why
did
you
you
gotta bring
give
up the
away?
past? Why you gotta
This
bring up
is-
the past?
I've
Grudge
given
up-
away
away something
things.
90 weeks in a row. God
That's-
damn it.
That's
I
good.
got
That's
so
it.
many
items.
things to give away. But
Yeah,
you
I
want to
should-
be the
I should've been doing
spearheader of
this.
the giveaway.
I should
got
have been doing
shit.
this too. I have so much clutter around here.
I'm
Brian
just saying.
is cleaning out his apartment.
Look, I
Rigged.
got ACH from Ring of Honor.
Look at that.
Look, this one ACH. I got that. I got a bunch of shit.
Yeah, a bunch of shit.
Yeah, but
It's not
see,
autographed, but it's still him.
All right.
this
well,
is cool stuff,
I
damn it.
just want to say that I
Ooh,
think
that's cool. I want that. What is the one comment that can we just hear the one comment?
Right.
I just
Right.
think that even people who wanted to comment were a little bit afraid that the video was so hot they didn't even want their names attached to it. So
I think that I damn that behavior to hell.
Right, I'm sure you do, and I had no doubt that you would disagree. Axel Knows
I can't believe you
says,
damn it to hell, Brian. You damn it to hell.
we need,
You damn that behavior.
Axel Knows says, we need Larry versus Al Moreland in XPW. And then a follow-up, rest in peace to Brian's dad. If I win that scarf, I'm bringing it as a weapon to the next COW show. Great show as always. Top 3 deathmatch wrestlers this year. Masada, Redacted, and Judge Joe Dredd for sure. So there you go.
And that guy wins.
The guy really
the
wanted
giveaway.
the fucking scarf, so he got the scarf. All right,
He
Brian.
really wanted it.
That's what you've
And
decided.
the poster.
If any of our loyal viewers have a problem with that, you got to take it up with the merch guy.
Yeah, take it up with me, and I'll tell you that you could have commented.
And I have to really just warn everyone, since Brian has honed his Deathmatch Elite forum skills, it is impossible to win an argument with him. It is impossible to have the final word. You could show all of your math and be absolutely correct, and that doesn't matter. So good luck to those. That's the real contest.
Ask my siblings. I've been the same way since I've been born.
I've been the same
and
way.
I'll argue if I think something till I die.
Pat's personality is he just wants you to listen.
I listen, and then I'll say my opinion.
No, don't do that part.
Well, that's not going to
You know
happen.
what, Larry? Fuck you too, brother. How about that?
I'm like you.
So
I'm like you.
This
so
week,
I know how I am.
Can we go to this week's giveaway?
I
this
just
week's
want
giveaway.
whoever has violated, I don't want to hear anything from them. I just want them to listen to me tell them about how they violated, because clearly they can't see it, and that's why they violated.
Absolutely.
But then, like, all the other back talk, I'm like, bro, we wouldn't even be talking if you didn't do it.
Facts.
Are you frozen? Oh,
No.
it was just a dramatic freeze. Let's get to Larry's favorite part of the show, part 2.
Yay, there you go.
Welcome to the final program, Blvd Bullies, ladies and
Larry, do you want to tell the audience how they win this giveaway?
Sure.
Do you remember?
Of course. I'm here every week. All you've got to do.
Sean, wait, stop right now. Sean,
right
do you know the
now.
Honeymooners theme? Do you know the Honeymooners theme?
No. If I hear it, I do. I will.
Yeah, I felt like I was on the tip of my brain, but I don't.
I was about to sing "I Love Lucy."
Great
It's
show,
very.
by the way.
It's basically that.
Larry.
This is like the Honeymooners.
Art Carney,
With
Audrey
Jackie Gleason.
Meadows,
And
Joyce
Jackie
Randolph.
Gleason.
and Jackie Gleason.
There we go.
The
The Honeymooners.
That was so accurate, Brian. He's obviously watched every single one of these. Larry, how does a viewer win these?
All you got to do is comment on this video after it's published to YouTube. Not right now while we're going live, but after.
Right.
Comment something. Talk about Al Moreland's ass. Talk about Ron Mimi's ass. Talk about anything or what you like, and you can win an Akira trading card from No Holds Barred fame, or a Maki Ito trading card from, and a sticker.
Sorry,
Dirty
Larry.
Ron.
That was too quick.
What is that from? That's from
It's
Spring
GC.
Break.
It's Spring Break, right?
GCW Spring Break card. Maki
Wait,
Ito,
hold on.
and is that Dirty Ron?
Dirty Ron stickers. Yeah. This one is
Dirty
designed by
Ron
Chon.
sticker.
This one
Look
is
at that.
designed by
That's a lot of
Chondo.
cool shit.
This is a
That's a lot of
Chondo
cool
design.
shit.
Oh, I thought I was doing the giveaway this week, but okay. We could wait.
Give it away, Sean. What the fuck?
We could wait till next week. This is a nice giveaway.
What the fuck does that mean?
That you have a better giveaway. So let's do it now.
We can just add on. I got shit too. I got all these old.
Right.
I got shit.
It's a
Should
good.
we-
I think the whole point was to
We
highlight.
could make up. We could make up for
make this like an extravaganza. Let's just give shit away. Let's
Word.
just give shit away. Look,
We could do top 2 names out of the
look
same.
what I got. I'll give it away.
Wow.
VHS, I will give it away.
Yo,
bro.
you got cruel
Don't
intentions.
give that away, Larry.
Bro.
That's a good
movie,
one.
bro.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah,
dirty,
it is,
that's a
bro.
dirty movie, Larry.
This is a great thing
That's
to
a
watch
dirty
before
one.
before
a very
this is
depressing
good
ending to that
Smash movie. I had some winners watching this before we rolled around. You know what I mean?
Do you remember the end of that movie, guys?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Never
man.
seen it.
Terrible, yeah.
Sarah Jessica Parker goes to jail.
It's the best. No, he doesn't go to jail. He dies.
He died. No,
He
Sarah
gets
Jessica
shot.
Parker.
He gets. I'm
No,
sorry.
he gets shot. He gets hit by the cat.
Does he get hit by? No,
Yeah,
he
he gets
doesn't.
hit by a
Yeah, he
cat.
gets hit by the cat when he's fighting You're the Man Now Dog. He's fighting You're the Man Now Dog. He gets hit by a cat.
Damn,
Who's
I
in that
haven't seen-
movie? Ryan Philippi. Nev
Bro, I saw that movie when I
Campbell.
was like 11,
Sarah
10
Jessica-
years old, bro.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
No, not Sarah.
Oh.
The other Sarah. The other
Sarah
Sarah
Michelle
Jessica
Gellar.
Gellar.
Sarah
Sarah Michelle
Gellar.
Gellar.
Yeah, Sarah.
Jackie
Sarah-
Gleason.
Reese Witherspoon. Reese Witherspoon.
Reese
Yep.
was in it.
Witherspoon.
Reese
Yeah, that's
Witherspoon
how
was
her and
the.
Ryan Felipe, that's how they made a baby, was on that movie.
Yeah. It's much like when a male and female wrestler have an intergender match and they can't, their blood is up and they can't help but feel attracted to each other. It's like you film Cruel Intentions with somebody. Yeah, you're going to fall in love. Tom Cruise, Penelope Cruz, Vanilla Sky, fell in love.
Best movie ever, dude.
What the fuck? Ryan Gosling and Eva Mendes, Between the Pines, fell in love.
Never saw that.
Great movie. Much, much, much better than Cruel Intentions.
It
Well, I
sounds
got
newer.
shit to give away
Overboard.
too.
Cruel Intentions is a good movie. As
Overboard,
far as
right?
Overboard is a great. That's a funny movie though.
But that's a
Cruel
movie that led
Intentions
to
is not
people being
funny.
together.
Who?
Overboard was a movie that led to the two people getting together.
Oh,
Goldie Hawn and what's his
Kurt
name? Kurt
Russell.
Russell.
Kurt
There
Russell.
you go. Another one. Boom. I'm sure
What's
Michael
it-
Douglas married one of his co-stars at some point.
All right, so you'll know what y'all need to do to win.
Beautiful.
Brian, does the person that comment wins all that shit?
Yep.
The person Patrick reads the comments the next week, and then he shakes them up in a new
that part
box.
too,
The
yeah,
names.
but
He
the only
shakes
way to
up
win
the
is to
names.
comment.
The only way to
is
win is to enter
But do they
yourself
get
into the
all
content.
of that?
Yes, they're going to get all of it. One
Okay.
person gets the whole kit and caboodle.
And that's the
Okay.
very, very simple Boulevard Bullies weekly contest. It's like the X-Men. Last
It's the
week's
sport of
episode
kids.
plays first
Better
to be
than
continued.
diamond rings,
This
football.
week's episode plays this
Football.
week. Then next week we
That's
play
why we're here to
this
sing.
week.
We
that
continue
week.
it. It's a continuation.
Yeah.
It's a continuation.
Dun, 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 dun,
It's
dun.
like wrestling. We connected. Long-term storytelling.
Hey, did you guys see that Sting's last match was a tornado tag death match?
What?
Yo, it was the best that they could have
It
done.
was awesome.
It was the best that they could have done, all things considered.
You know, what's happening to me is that
happening?
for so long I was so sure that all these guys wouldn't get hurt. But now, through watching AEW for the last 5 years, and of course Deathmatch Wrestling as well, but even more on TV with AEW,
Did
and
you
they
guys
all
see-
actually get hurt. So now
you get-
my
I'm-
my believability is up. Like, I actually think that Sting, like when they did that suplex through the table, I was like, oh,
Mhm.
Sting's actually hurt. When Darby was laying there for half the match, I'm like, yeah, Darby can't walk.
You always think everybody's hurt,
Well, now, because I've watched so many get hurt.
Yeah.
but they're not
Dumbass.
hurt.
Who said they're not hurt?
I mean, you would know if they were. No,
I don't know. Darby
really.
didn't look good after the match.
who
You
looks
know
good after
something
going
that
through
I
a
kind
fucking
of
sheet
thought-
of glass?
It's a shower. That
You
was
know
a shower
something that I
door.
thought kind of resonated with like the deathmatch community was like how long Darby sold the glass as opposed to what we are used to seeing, which is just like glass, you know, shimmy, shimmy a little, shake my leg, and then we're on to the next thing. Like Darby was down for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, he fucking dove from the ring to the outside and landed on his fucking ass.
Yeah, dude, I don't think it was the glass. I think it was like his fucking lower back hitting that one chair from like 30 feet, like 20 feet.
To complete honesty, I think he's completely fine. I think the boy did what he does and made people believe. It looked. He always throws his body and makes it look like he's gonna die, and that's what he did. And he's bleeding because he fucking landed in glass.
Completely fine.
I mean, confined as an I don't.
Did you see him walking around afterwards? Did you see him?
I don't think he's paralyzed. He's not. You would know, dude. You would like Big E got injured, and you knew that he was hurt. Darby Allin is going to probably be on next week's event.
I mean, there's two separate injuries that you really can't compare.
I mean,
Big E's head was driven into the floor. Darby Allin aggressively.
It's the same thing as if JJ Allen fell from a balcony.
You guys see how much he argues now because of Deathmatch Elite? You see how he's got a comment for every
JJ Allen,
comment?
I'm saying fell from a balcony and broke his spine. He broke his spine. And he didn't.
Should I put him in jail? Should I put him in jail, Sean?
Put him in jail.
All right, you're in jail, Brian.
Put him in jail. Let's see the bars.
The bars are up, and he's muted. He's absolutely muted.
Right. So real quick,
let's talk about it.
I think that comparing the two, Brian, I hope you're listening, with Big E's head injury and Darby aggressively throwing himself off the top of the ladder, and now what you said with JJ Allen.
It was a very all of his fucking comparisons were very stupid. Yeah.
All different and very, very just not accurate.
Lock him up.
Darby, what he did was very crash chested. Like, okay, like I know if I have to fall and be safe, I have to make sure that my feet touch that glass first. So when it shatters, I'm not directly going through it. JJ Allen, on the other hand, willingly sat in a chair and jumped off a balcony, not protecting himself. Now, if you compare that to what Darby did, Darby's legs hit the table, hit the glass and the chairs first, not JJ. JJ's ass hit the floor, which is why he broke his spine. Big E was lifted up and hoisted over somebody's shoulders, right? And his head was driven into the floor.
I swear.
Two different scenarios that were completely different. So no, Papa.
Okay, so
take him out of jail.
The point is, no, he's not. He's still in jail.
I'm sorry.
The point I think is that the guy's like 185 pounds.
Yeah.
And just it's like forget about wrestling. It's just physics, dude. You know, and I want to also, I'll get him out of jail. I also want to talk about if it was fake or real glass, because that's like a whole Twitter thing now too, because of Jack Perry, and if it was fake or real glass. Brian, you're muted. You're still in jail. I'm sorry. Sit back in your chair and just relax. But I think the point is just the fucking centrifugal force coming that high. It doesn't even matter. Like, I believe if it was fake glass, I still believe that could have done that to his back from that height at that momentum. And I don't even think it was the cuts. I think it was like he fucking hit like his goddamn kidneys on the shit. And like you saw him walking around afterwards, he could barely fucking stand, dude. And he was kneeling, not in like a selling kneeling way. He was kneeling like prayer, like, oh my God, this is the like somebody who has serious lower back issues.
Yeah,
and you know,
like
you don't have to land on your head to be in and like obvious and take it out in a stretcher to be injured. Like he could have fucking really fucked some vertebrae up, and the adrenaline's rushing, and he won't know until he gets back. And they're probably not gonna announce it right away. It's not like real sports. Larry, what do you think? Wake the fuck up.
I mean, a lot of the times whenever I see anything that happens in a match where I think someone is legitimately injured, I wait to see like how fast they then can execute their offense on their next flurry. So like when Will Ospreay took that brain buster on the turnbuckle, the commentators kept talking about the contusion. I bought it for a little bit. I'm like, oh shit, I bet you he did. But as soon as it was time for him to kick it into high gear and to go into Will Ospreay mode, and he was hitting his shit, I was like, he's fucking a Superman. I'm sure that shit is gonna hurt like a bitch tomorrow, but when it's go time, it's fucking go time.
Yo, and I couldn't fucking believe, because in that moment too, I was like, yo, oh no, this guy, that could be serious, you know?
Oh no.
And then he's on, and then he's on.
First match in, I'm like, yo, he's fucked.
I believe it.
You
These
know?
fucking guys get injured all the time. I believe it now. And then, Brian, you're almost there. And then he's at the press conference, like, showed it. Look at this. And I was like, this motherfucker, he worked me. He worked me. He got me.
Yes.
I thought he really hurt
Yes.
himself. But Darby, I
Yes.
don't know, not so much. Same feeling, but I feel more sure that Darby is horribly injured. But he did the press conference too. So I don't know. Maybe
I didn't see any of the press conference. By the way, I didn't watch any of that.
Before I unlock Brian from prison, which, by the way, this is a great idea. I will say, Brian, that I admit that you are right. I always do think that everybody is going to or is already extremely injured. So I admit to you that. I think you have to do a click, but you are officially unmuted. Hello. How was your time in prison? Did you reflect?
No.
Did you find God?
Very upset. And I just want to say to you people that we live in a day and age where if someone was actually hurt, we would know about it. But because it's wrestling, he's not. He's a good wrestler. He's the wrestling future, a pillar of AEW. Will you? And wrestled with Sting in his last match. He's fine.
Okay. You know what? Okay. I'm a mark.
Darby Allin does crazy spots. He's just like JJ Allen. I'm sorry to bring it up again. JJ Allen has done that spot where he does the chair thing hundreds of times. That wasn't the first time he's ever done that. He's a stunt man. And it's just something that it just freak accidents happen. But
Stunt
Darby
man.
Allin, you would know. You would know if the man was hurt.
All right, Brian. You know what?
But did you see the Bocce Boys comment? Their
what?
post on social media
About what?
they're saying if they knew where Darby Allin and Sting got the sugar glass, they're asking for a friend. And then the other Bocce boy said that they have to ask their friend in Hollywood.
Huh.
I don't think they think it was real glass.
I mean, I have something to build off of about the sell of the glass that Darby did, you know, as he was selling it, just laying there, you know, you started to see those beads of blood start to form all over his back,
So
like
dope.
very slowly. And there were times when the AEW crowd in attendance, who's not so used to seeing spots like that, probably, you could hear them all do the kind of like Japanese, like, oh, as the camera would go back to his back and it was more and more blood. So I felt that that glass spot was done very, very well. I don't know about the other glass. There were two other panes of glass, weren't there? There was a Sting pane of glass. There was a Sting pane of glass. And there was one other one, right?
On it. He went to hit it with the bat and he didn't break it, so he hit it again. That was lame.
But he went through one. They tossed. They did like a monkey toss.
Yeah.
But he was fully cloaked like a Tommy Vendetta.
Could the Bocces be talking about that glass? Because I don't see how the droplets of blood that you could see start to slowly form on Darby's back after he took the bump there's no way.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, just at the
difference?
force, it could do the same thing. Yeah, he was fucked up.
I mean, like at first he's wearing he's wearing gloves and like long sleeve shirt. Like, what's the difference if it's fake or not?
It was awesome either way.
Right, Darby, like there was real glass involved because Darby bled. He bled.
Did anyone on commentary say something about crying a river?
No, they did not allude to that at all. But that's where I wanted to start that discussion, because that was like on Twitter. It's like Jack Perry was getting mentioned, CM Punk, real glass, fake glass, sugar glass, whatever. I mean, who cares? It was awesome. Guy just fucking dove off a fucking ladder into a bunch of chairs and glass. It's dope.
It looked amazing.
Like,
Dude, I'm gonna tell
Sting! Ah!
It looked awesome.
And Sean, can I ask you, did Sean Ross Sapp get angry because people were like repurposing his footage of that spot?
Yes.
And he was like, you were not allowed to just reshare my stuff. Did that
I spent a lot of money to go there and get the footage.
Kings Road reposted Sean Ross Sapp shit.
Amen, brother.
No one's allowed to use his shit anymore either.
Amen, brother.
No one's allowed to use his clips. No more clip using.
So then you really have to watermark it and trademark your.
You're not even gonna be able to see the wrestling anymore.
No
it's
more
all
clips.
their logos.
Clips.
Like, can
No
you?
more clipping clips.
Is that even possible with like how far we've come in social media for you not to be able to say, hey, you can't use my stuff because it's just there?
Yeah.
Like, can you legally say you can't do that?
All
like,
right, cool.
I'll just
find the person who is filming to the left of you. Grab their footage. Think about that, idiot. Yo, and also it's like you know, you're not really doing anything.
Yeah, you're
not really doing anything at all. And by the way,
to be fair, Kings Road does good editing. Like you do good edit. Like editing is not easy. Like it's not like it is just like you have to know what you're doing. Like he knows, he edits dope, decent shit. Kings Road
is the best fucking. That's the most hilarious thing I've ever heard in my life. That something that was on television for everyone to see, and that all the fans in attendance are there, posting it on their social media to show, their friends how fun it is. And then those friends want to share, because if you hit the share, and it's like, oh, and so like, but this guy owns his footage. Because why? Here's what I'm going to do from now on. I am going to follow Sean Ross Sapp if I don't already. And on Twitter during AEW, I'm going to tweet the exact same thing as him every single time. That's what I've now decided that I'm going to do for maybe one night. Like, what? Because, he doesn't tweet like a reporter. And also, if you're reporting what's happening just on TV at the same time as the entire world is seeing it, you are not reporting anything. You're just sharing. It's
technically, well, sharing is reporting, no?
You see, he's always got some fucking. You know what? That was so fucking stupid, Brian. You're going to jail again.
Bullshit, dude. That's not fair. That's not even fair.
I will leave you unmuted, but the bars will be over you because that was so fucking. That's such a stupid thing.
But that's true because, dude, like half the news that anybody receives is through the internet. So, like, just the mere action of sharing something that is happening live is reporting. No?
Yeah.
Like if you're looking at something live and posting it for everybody to see, that's a report.
I think I'm just gonna start saying exactly the same thing that other people say. Like
I think what Sean Ross Sapp is doing he's doing a new age like documentation, like a social documentation of the event so that there's another record of it for global consumption.
He's a fucking mark who went to college. He's like Mittens if Mittens went to fucking college.
So he's just a fan.
Whatever.
He's a fan that makes posts.
He's Larry, our special friend in Brooklyn.
Robert Lottie.
No, Robert Lottie is awesome, dude. Don't how dare you.
But that's what I think Sean Ross Sapp is
Chucky
in the
from
same
Rugrats'
beta.
father.
We're talking about some of these photographers we know. Talking about some of these photographers we know.
Mr. Finster.
Oh, yeah.
So imagine if that photographer we knew had the foresight to get into this in 2009 or something. Imagine how much power that person would accrue and wield and how that person would wield that power. Is that any different from the other person we're talking about here?
I don't really follow Sean Ross Sapp.
Yeah, fuck him too.
Who the fuck even? But does he work? Does he do anything reputable? Is he a reputable person? A lot of
people shit on him.
Who the fuck is he, man?
You ain't breaking shit. They shit on him a lot, but a lot of the times he breaks news.
The only sap that I know is from my good friend Bald Steve that he takes from his trees.
Hell yeah, Brian! Brian, you're out of jail. You are a free man. Presidential pardon, Brian. That was hilarious.
See, Pat, you're just getting all willy-nilly with it. You're in jail, you're out of jail, you're in jail, you're muted, you're getting barred.
He's drunk with power. He's drunk with power here.
I did not get all willy-nilly with it, Larry. We are 90 minutes into the episode, and he has been imprisoned only once full mute. Second one was just fun. Second one
and
was
I started the show in bars.
Just a slap on the wrist.
You started the show with the Jew in bars.
See, now why is this a thing now?
This is the giveaway.
No, I'm talking about Sean singing. Sean, do you want to add
Well,
something?
people asked for more singing Sean
Where?
on the internet, dude.
Where?
Who reported that? Sean Ross Sapp? Anyway, Sean, what did you think of AEW Revolution? You were keeping an eye on it, as I'm sure.
It was 11 matches long. I know AEW doesn't run pay-per-views monthly, but I think to have 11 matches in a pay-per-view card is a lot. Some of the matches were cool. At some point, I felt like I was just like dragging along, waiting to see the Sting match. I feel like Flair really has to stay out the ring, and it's not against him. I think it's the best thing for the boys and the girls who he's probably on camera with. It just doesn't look good, and we all know what we're watching, but at the same time too, it's like you don't want to watch Flair in the ring and not watch the match. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be waiting to see something happen. In reality, what you should be watching is the match. I think
I wanted Flair to turn on them. I thought that what was gonna happen too, but then, like I said, it just really like drew me back. Like, wow, I'm waiting to see what Ric Flair is going to do in Sting's last match. Yeah, he did.
He's fucking almost 80 years old. No,
it doesn't do it for me.
Did you see him laying under? Do you see this picture of him?
Yeah,
look, he was smelling it. He was
so
smelling
peaceful. He was so peaceful
in the sugar glass.
He was taking a little nappy nap.
In the sugar glass, dude.
Was it a death match?
Was it a death match? No, it was a hardcore match, and they're really leaning into the independent fans by hitting them with death match because they know that it's hot right now.
The words weren't used. The words death match were not used even when the glass was brought out.
But does glass? I'm sorry to interrupt, but does glass not make it a death match?
No.
Like what? Why not? When is glass involved ever?
Hey, the glass has been involved in matches, but I think
panes of glass.
Brian,
panes of glass that have been set up and gone through.
All right, out of time. Larry, what do you think? Was it a death match?
It wasn't a death match. No. And to answer your question, the true origins of death matches is that they have to have some sort of stipulation, like the home run derby death match, a home run derby death match, or no rope or
panes of glass,
barbed wire.
It has to be dubbed a death match. It has to be dubbed.
Just because you use elements of death in a death match, like, Caribbean Pits match, and you just use that in a hardcore match, doesn't then automatically make it a death match.
Right.
So, no.
What about the shot of Darby that you referred to earlier with the blood just absolutely pouring out of his back as if he were in some type of death match?
See, now my
maybe it's blood from not of the head.
Yeah, but I don't think blood automatically makes a death match because Mick Foley did so many hardcore matches in WWF as like the I Quit with The Rock. He just bloody mess. That wasn't a death match. That's just that's an I Quit match.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
And buckets bloodier than ever.
Yeah, and those to me are the best. Right. Sometimes in the video game, and Brian, I want to talk about this because you got WWE 2K24, but sometimes in the video game, you hit them with like just a dope fucking diamond cutter on the outside, and they're busted. You don't have to hit them in the head with the chair. Sometimes
you have to make their little skeletons red. No, their head. You have to batter their head first.
Yeah, Larry froze. 1% Larry. We had him too. He was talking. He was talking about stuff.
I think it's his service.
I don't know. I mean, it was pretty great though, either way. And I like that they didn't bill it as a death match. But yeah.
Do you personally think the glass on the inside of the ring was real?
It has to be real.
Why?
Why? It has to.
Why does it have to be?
Well, regardless, if you're not using like actual glass, you're using some sort of like, shard. Like
if it's sugar, like if there was real glass in the ring and like Ric Flair was laying in it, like people were laying in it, there would have been more blood in the ring. Like Darby bled because that was real glass.
Yeah.
Like if there was
not the
glass,
velocity he went through it.
I don't understand how there's any argument that it wasn't glass that made that blood.
No, but what I'm saying is the glass in the ring, there was no blood.
It's all blood.
There was no glass. There was no blood inside the ring with the spots with the glass that happened.
When Sting got double beeled by the Young Bucks, he got double beeled into that pane of glass. That was also the pane of glass that when Flair shielded him and took the 2 super kicks, Flair was laying in that glass.
Yeah.
He laid it, but there was no blood.
That wasn't real glass, is what Brian is saying.
But if it was real glass, there would be blood in the ring.
Not if the way
Why? He's wearing a full suit. Maybe
but
he
nicked
his
got
hand.
his whole fucking body covered.
I've laid in glass plenty of times and not drawn blood visible. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you would say that your opinion is that all glass was real, and there was
not
there was no shenanigans. There was no shenanigans.
Your deduction of it is shoddy at best.
My only deduction is that there was no blood, and blood makes me.
Well, it's coming from the marks. The mark.
Darby instantly bled. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's still. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. It was awesome. To me, it's not even so much about him going through the glass as much as him just hitting his back directly on chairs at such a velocity that's got to like suck to high heaven.
Did you guys see John Cena's comment on meeting MJF at the Iron Claw preview?
Oh yeah, I've seen this.
So
it's kind of like a puffy type of thing.
Can I interrupt and turn to left field and ask you guys if the John Cena OnlyFans is real?
No, it's not. It's a promotion for a movie.
It's a promotion. I didn't know.
It's a promotion for like a slapsticky like movie where he dresses like Britney Spears and like shows his butthole or something.
He actually, but does he show? But does he show his butthole, dude?
Brian, no.
I want to know. I want to know the truth
it's
because
it's like this. It's like,
well, dude, I guess you're gonna have to subscribe.
Yeah, I guess you're gonna have to subscribe and find out, Brian.
But there's an OnlyFans for John Cena?
See, it's free, and you can go see John Cena play with his blue balls. You can see him.
But it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Take a cream pie.
Right. But these are all jokes. It's not. It's not.
You're gonna have to subscribe and find out, Brian.
It's punny. It's very punny.
Is it?
But I don't understand why is it happening? Like, why is he making these punny jokes about OnlyFans?
Because it's like a raunchy, sexy movie for like.
So it's a movie. It's a movie.
18 to 25-year-olds or whatever.
Brian, calm down, Brian.
Just asking questions.
You're going off a mile a minute.
He's brought up John Cena.
No, John Cena's cock is not on Instagram, Brian. If that's what you're asking. That's what you're getting so worked up about.
I was worked up because I just saw the OnlyFans thing and was confused to why it was happening.
You should have clicked on it.
I should have.
I thought that the AEW pay-per-view. I thought the AEW pay-per-view, like Sean said, way too long though. Remember? Wait. Well,
yeah.
Am I there?
No, it was awesome.
Yeah,
I was fully immersed. I had nothing to do. What the fuck am I doing? I'm sick as hell.
Can we talk about Kingston's strikes towards the end of the match? What do we think of that?
I didn't see the match, but I saw him talk to Bryan Danielson after the match, and it was very emotional to me.
You said the Daniel Tiger?
But Bryan Danielson.
Oh.
The American Dragon.
The Dragon. And I thought that it was a very cool conversation.
Oh, they had because the whole storyline was about respect.
Right. How was Christian and Daniel Garcia?
Christian is better. Christian is better right now than he's ever been.
Christian's always been good.
It sucks. Nobody said that he wasn't.
Sagittarius Christian.
It sucks that we're not seeing him in the E where he belongs as a good heel.
Edge 2.
Yeah, this whole Edge and AEW thing. You think you know me? I'm sorry. This just
but you don't.
It like
would Christian be able to do his dead dad shtick in WWE though?
It is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's my favorite. I think that's the coolest Christian thing he's ever did.
Yeah, but
I love the dead
understand.
dad thing. And I don't think he could do that anywhere besides AEW because they let that shit happen.
I'm so shocked he's not like I would be laughing. It would be so hard for me.
He's so in
laugh.
it. He's
good.
He's
good.
He's a great
He's
actor.
good.
It's a great
right,
actor.
Lizzie.
Yeah, so it was a great pay-per-view. There was there were actually, you guys, by the way, you're all wrong. There were several death matches on the show because, in my opinion, death match is defined by people who are in a match using everything that they can to cement themselves in a legacy of violence that can only be reached by risking your life to a degree that you could fucking actually die.
Well, then that's every match.
Yes, there you go, Larry. That's the
every
real
match.
answer to the story. Especially, and notably...
There's no story.
Well,
this is the story I was telling.
until it's finished. You
finish it.
We're just reviewing it.
You're going to come at me like that.
I'm not coming at you.
C-U-M. What else is in the news?
Ricky,
The Rock acknowledges The Rock.
The Rock.
The Rock acknowledges Roman.
Listen, guys, I got to tell you
I like
something.
that. I like
Due
that.
to a
like it
new signing deal that I just made on the road to WrestleMania, the only WWE talk happens actually during the flagship show.
Fuck this.
On Thursday.
Fuckholes.
On Thursday
Damn it.
night at
The
8
flagship
p.m.
fuckers.
Eastern Standard Time.
So we can talk about AEW because they're basically an indie.
It's basically, well, it was themed around death match, you see. This was the choice that we all made together. So what else is in the death match? Brian, is there any death match drama this week? Besides
the people shitting on me in the Circle 6 chat.
What were they saying? Why were they so angry with you?
Because they don't like my behavior. I think they're like you. They're like you, Patrick. They don't like my behavior. They think I'm an animal. They think I'm an animal, Patrick.
Well, Brian,
you act like one.
I have.
You act like one.
Let you fly
We are
free
animals by nature.
You got Tarzan Man beat the shit out of you at that one show.
Tarzan Man was our champion, and he failed.
You got Kid Osborne in trouble.
He got
Kid
unbooked.
Osborne invited me upon his show. Should I go on his show?
Yeah. Oh,
bullshit.
Brian, I think yes. I was gonna say no, but I think if you want to, go for it.
I'm gonna go burn down Kid Osborne's show.
Kid is a Sag.
He's a fellow Sagittarius. Hi, Sean. Welcome
He
back.
fucks a lot.
Sean, you were the co-headline of Deathmatch Drama because that was the headline. Sean takes off headset, walks off for 40.
Oh. I wonder what happened. What did Pat say? What did Brian do?
He doesn't want to hear about no flagship show on Wednesday or whatever night it is, Thursday. You don't hear
Wednesday's a different show. Wednesday's a show. That's very fast.
Fuckholes, what we call them here.
Brian,
on this show.
God, Brian, I have prepared a cell for you. And next week, we're going to have cells for Sean and Larry.
You need one for yourself, too,
I don't
damn it.
have to have a
That's bullshit. That's goddamn bullshit. And one of us needs to control a Pat cell. We need a Patrick cell here.
None of you can be held responsible.
I did say Pat needs to be more presidential.
Chat should have a Patrick jail cell button.
You know what? We have to develop our own democracy where we can outrank him, and for the betterment of the bullies,
Oh, they're unionizing.
The democracy doesn't work because people are stupid. An idiocracy. We live in an idiocracy.
Do we?
You ever see that movie?
Yo, what else is going on? Who else do we hate?
Yo, what?
Everybody. Except for XPW, baptized in blood. LA Church. That's
Are you
gonna
be there?
I'm probably not gonna. I'm gonna be coming on the walls in the chat on streamxpw.com. But April 4th, Eat the Turnbuckle Final Bloodbath Battle Royal. The Blvd Bullies will be running a live podcast, and Madman Pondo and Lowlife Louie will be doing a first ever no ring death match because of the Blvd Bullies.
That's right. That's right.
Well, that'll be later on in the evening, not after the pod, right?
It's a whole day event.
The whole day. The whole day is the pod. My birthday.
It's his birthday. And have you seen the new event T-shirt yet?
No,
where it's basically a huge photo of Brian, and it says Brian's birthday. And then right underneath, in parentheses, it says "Eat the Turnbuckle," last thing. So
I like
I think that would be really.
item.
I think that would be really funny. But that's not real. That's not real.
It might be real, Larry.
I think we should make it.
I've
I
seen
think we
it.
should make it for your day.
It's our day.
It's gonna be
I can't
our
wait
day.
for this. I can't wait for that thing that we're doing on the 4th. It's going to be lit.
I think that everybody in attendance is going to bring signs and make sections. And I think every time, if Brian speaks live in front of people, if all of our people could be there, I think they would know to constantly scream at Brian and yell at him. Now I know everyone's, in the chat and everybody else, from all around the globe, all around the country. But imagine if we could all be there to jeer and yell at Brian at a live podcast. Give him a taste of his own medicine. The final lesson. I'm going to bring signs to your wedding, Brian. I'm going to make sections in the church at your wedding for non-religious people.
I'm Jewish.
Synagogue.
The synagogue.
Amanda's. It's not religious wedding. It's not a religious wedding. Albanian. It's going to be Albanian and Jewish.
Okay, so we'll have an Albanian section. We'll have a Jewish section.
Right.
We'll have believes they should be getting married section. Thinks it's a bad idea section. Of course, Rim Job section will be making an appearance as well.
Right.
Just because for for the party after, I just got to figure. I got to.
You gotta let them know.
Section.
Right, I'm gonna section off the whole thing. Maybe I'll bring some signs.
Section. LGBTQ.
I'm gonna put you at the table with Rob Black and Cat
I'm
Martini.
just gonna bring a sign that says Brian has AIDS and hold it up during his set.
And Sean too, and all you guys at one table.
I can't wait to break bread with the Zakaris.
Do I have a +1 because I'm thinking about inviting Al Moreland?
No, you don't get a +1. Sorry.
Yeah, bring that fat bitch.
Bring that fat bitch.
Sean gets a +1 because he's married. If you were married, you get a +1, but you can't.
That's
just
why
bring
you guys
some
are getting
fucking
married.
Schmohawk.
So that you can bring Amanda to you don't need to ask for a +1 anymore.
Right. She's my infinite +1. I don't have to worry about. I have no stress unless she gets like sick or something, and then I have to worry.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying?
You're making marriage sound awesome. Honestly, sounds fucking dope.
Fucking Brian.
Anyway, it's been a.
I'm just being honest here.
I
can't wait to hear what's the dinner.
If you haven't watched the newest season of Curb Your Enthusiasm, I highly recommend it. R.I.P. Richard Lewis.
Brian, can you now listen? We are in the danger zone now because we have 10 minutes remaining.
Yeah, Sean. Yeah, Sean.
I have a new flavor of beatbox. It's called hard tea. It's called hard tea, dude. Look at the box, dude. It's like some hippy dippy shit.
Brian,
you need to stop those You need to stop those boxes.
Yeah, Brian, I don't think those
only...
boxes are doing good. I don't think
Bro, fucking suck my dick. I'm sorry. I only drink once a week, and it's on this show.
Brian, but those are like 4 Locos. You only need to drink them once to change
11.
your brain.
They're like 11.1.
11.1, Larry. So if you drink 2, it's 22.
That's binary.
22.2 if you drink 2.
That's if you double.
Right, I drank 2.
Oh my god. That's the problem, dude. It's the beatboxes, dude. They're getting to your fucking brain. It's like
There's no problem on the show.
They're not even FDA approved.
They sell them in the store.
You said that MTA approved?
Yeah, that's what
You
I
said
said.
they're not even FDA. You can drink them on the LIRR.
Yeah.
Good night.
Well, anything.
Have a
You can
good
drink
night on the
anything.
LIRR.
Hard tea is the best one so far.
Brian, I saw that you fucking bought 2K24, the video game. Give me a brief review in only the way that you can do it. Guys,
I've
this
started
is gonna be
the
its own
game.
video.
I started the game and I have started the showcase. And so far we have done Ricky the Dragon Steamboat versus Macho Man Randy Savage from WrestleMania
From
3.
which WrestleMania?
WrestleMania 3.
Do you know where it was held?
Yeah.
This is good because Brian's learning about wrestling now. I was playing.
Now,
You
where
can't,
was it-
okay,
where
suck
was it
my
held?
dick again because I fucking puffed and drank. So don't ask me fucking
leave him alone. I
historical
want to hear about the
questions.
game. I want to hear about the game.
Come on,
Brian,
bro.
Brian,
So I did.
Brian,
I've done
stop.
Ricky, not Ricky Shane.
We just need a
Prolapse,
good take.
Ricky,
Brian,
the Dragon.
Brian, stop right now, please. We need a good take because I'm serious. I am going to promote this as a
It's already ruined. It's already ruined.
2K24 review,
Mhm,
and I'm going to
mhm,
post it. So,
right. You
guys,
should put the bars. You put the bars on
could
me.
you
I'm going to
please-
tell you.
wait.
the
Wait,
first
I'm going to say. I'm going to say
Jesus
go.
Christ.
I'm going to
Pat,
say
let
go.
him go. Pat, let him go.
Nobody
Yo,
understands.
You're
The
like
first-
holding a pit bull at
Jesus
food right
Christ! Everybody needs to shut up and listen because the first match in the WWE 2K24 showcase was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat versus Macho Man Randy Savage at WrestleMania 3. And then after that match, after you successfully beat Macho Man, you will then wrestle Andre the Giant as Hulk Hogan in the main event.
Same show.
Same show, the main event from that show. And that match is not easy.
Who do you
And
wrestle
in these
as?
match, you wrestle as Hulk Hogan, and in these matches, you don't just do match. You can't just win. There's objectives. You've done a showcase before, obviously,
I
but
have.
you can't just recreate the match, and then they play, like if you do the objectives correctly, they'll play little mini clips of the actual match, and it's just it's like an immersive match experience.
Very
And
good.
it's good shit. And then I'm on the third match. I beat the third match, which was Rick Rude versus Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania
7.
5.
Mm.
WrestleMania 5, and I think
Who-
this was the
who were
WrestleMania
you?
was held in three different places, right?
It was not. It was not. But
It was
but
not.
It was 5.
Which
It was
WrestleMania
5,
was
but it
held in?
wasn't
Which
2.
Wrestle 2?
two.
Yes.
Two.
They mentioned that during that intro, so that's confused me.
WrestleMania 4
And I'm gonna
and
say
5 were held in
I'm gonna
Atlantic
tell you one
City.
thing that bothered me during the Hulk Hogan Andre the Giant match. There was a moment in the clip where the mat was pulled up, the outside mat was pulled up. You could see the concrete,
Mhm.
Yep.
and then
Yes.
in the video game, they did not recreate that.
Huh.
Mm.
Like that could have been easily recreated, and I feel like it went from like them showing you the pulled up fucking mat, and then you went to the match, and then it was just like the mat was there. So it was like,
Mm.
well, we're not silly.
So did you get past the Rick Rude thing?
Yes, I got past Rick Rude and Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 5, and
Who
then I
did you
think
play as?
you play as Rick Rude. It's Rick Rude
Nice.
with Bobby Heenan.
That's
I know
dope.
the objective. I know the objective. I
Right,
know
right,
the
right.
finish
It's-
of the
it's-
match, so I know the
It's
objective.
dude,
Right,
it's
and
really
Larry,
dude,
that's
it's
the
so
cool-
crazy.
That's the cool
Right.
thing about it. Is like you get through the match. It's like, okay, get him down to half damage. Then it's like, okay, perform an Irish whip into the thing. Then it literally seamlessly cuts to like the point in the match where the shit was going down, and it gives you a little cinema, and then you're back in the shit. It's dope. Brian, this is your first time. And by the way, chat, I just want to remind you, yo, that I can yell at Brian. Larry and Sean can also yell at Brian, but you just relax because you are seeing a guy who is experiencing WrestleMania history 40 years playing in video game form, and he's excited.
But
and
I-
also, those beatboxes have a
You know some
massive
stuff.
amount of
I was at
of
WrestleMania 20.
caffeine in them.
They do.
Me too.
Do they? Is it like a Four Locos?
I think it's like an energy drink, Brian. I think it's got like
It's like a
Adderall
little
in
delicious juice box.
We're getting all
Guys,
yipped up.
Leave in the comments what you think is making Brian sick: the XPW weed or the boom boxes. It's probably a lethal combination of the two.
The dankest stuff for the most extreme stoners to puff.
All right, you won me over. You won me over with that. Yeah,
Yo,
so
Sean.
Yo,
You know what was, and I'm sorry for interrupting.
No,
Pat
please,
just popped
please.
in the old noggin. You know what was a great pay-per-view entrance theme is Deadly Game.
those the deadly games that we play, deadly games. Survivor Series.
1998.
Break the
tournament.
rules.
Mhm.
You
Get
know,
the cards.
it's
Mhm,
making me very upset because I'm thinking that we're not going to make it to any of the WrestleMania festivities.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm thinking that it's going to be more of like us doing our own
Ryan,
thing
you-
and not making it to
Me and Pat have
WrestleMania.
done this shit so many times. You and Sean should link up and do that.
Well,
Yeah,
dude,
I
I'm
And
can't
just
you know
saying,
what
miss
happens,
Mania.
the
Larry?
only WrestleMania I've ever went to was 20.
I can't miss Mania.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out a way. But you know what happens? I feel like in these things, Larry.
Saturday?
Usually you roll in
Do
on the
both.
Wednesday because
Sunday's RPW.
I feel like in New Orleans there was like shit on Wednesday. Like I feel like in that little golden era there was Wednesday stuff. But
Oh yes, shit starts on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, should start sometimes
so
even
you
Monday.
do Thursday, you do Friday,
H2O does the whole week.
you do like Saturday afternoon too.
Mm-hmm.
And like Mania is a distant memory. Like the actual event of WrestleMania by Saturday afternoon.
Oh
is
my
like,
god, I'm ready to go home.
Right.
I'm ready to go
But
home.
you know what always happens? There's always like
I
an
know.
opportunity
I
to
know.
go.
Got an extra ticket.
Yeah, there's always
Got an extra
and you know, and
ticket.
but I'm always fucking, But this year, I think I am going to force myself to try to hang around.
Bro,
Because
I
I
want to
feel
go.
like if I get struck by lightning,
I shared my
something-
WrestleMania story with you.
yeah, and I think that it's important that we try to go. I feel like it's 40, which is kind of dope, because for me,
it blows my dude.
WrestleMania 10, it's right over there. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not gonna like break the bank, but I'm gonna leave I'm gonna let the universe tell me what it thinks I should do.
It's crazy to me. It's
I'm
crazy.
gonna tell you, I think that I'm sorry, but I'm like at 10%.
All right, I understand that, Larry.
Uh-huh.
What's your
Mania-
percentage of
Mania
like
is
a
a
family
must-have.
dinner? Can we do like a family dinner?
We have to do that.
Like a
I'm
sit
thinking
down,
Friday.
nice
Larry,
dinner?
I'm sorry, Larry. Do you have any inside information about the XPW WrestleCon of that weekekend?
That you
I know that I'm there.
You're working the whole thing, Brian. You have to show up early and set it up.
I'm gonna
have
tell you right
fold
now.
all the shit
if
in
there's
fucking size order and
XPW
put
there,
it on the fucking shit.
you're gonna see Juberg. That's
You
just
should print
they
up-
go hand in hand with each other.
I know that I'm at the booth one of the days with Jasmine.
But so there's
Hopefully,
multiple days.
hopefully, yeah. Usually it's a series of days.
Starts Thursday
Right,
and
it's like
Sunday.
Got you.
Yeah, and every day there's a rotating group of XPW people during like the peak periods at the thing. So
XPW is
year-
there in a presence at WrestleCon each day with different talent.
Yep.
yes, usually
But
always
you have
Cat
to
and
set up
Rob.
every single morning, Brian.
I'm not going
No.
to.
No,
I do what I
excited.
can when I can do
I'm
it.
excited. I feel like now that we have incorporated the penal system into the show, I feel a lot better about.
You're unpenalized though.
Well, yeah.
Can we get back to us like having
That's not fair.
a family dinner,
Yo, I wanna
Mania
go out for a
weekend?
nice.
we're gonna do it.
Philly
The last
dinner.
time that we had an
Let's
actual-
not discuss it on air. Let's
Okay.
figure it out.
Alright,
We'll figure
that's
it out.
fair.
We'll do a dinner.
I want us to do a nice Italian restaurant, and we can bring the
We'll do
jacket.
something. We'll do
Grandma
something.
pizza.
We should all wear the jacket.
We'll all wear the jacket.
I have Larry's jacket.
I'm gonna
With a little
get
That's the one.
myself the jacket. Brian,
fits me
you
pretty good.
have to wear Larry's jacket to dinner,
Yeah, you do.
and probably
I'm gonna
to
wear.
your wedding,
I'm probably
honestly.
gonna wear it the whole night of April 4th, my birthday.
Wear it to your
I'm
wedding.
gonna wear Larry's jacket for my birthday extravaganza, and hopefully everybody bleeds on it. And maybe
the button sewn back on it.
we'll bring back the auction show and have another legacy auction of the Larry Legend jacket after the final Eat the Turnbuckle Battle Bloodbath Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble.
Oh, yeah. Fucking nailed it.
That's what it is.
Yeah, we're going to have a nice family dinner.
Word.
All right. Any final thoughts or words?
Sounded like you were about the Legion of Doom was about to come out.
Hey, real quick, did you guys see that? Well, never mind. Hey,
Larry.
Sean, you got any final words for the program?
LOD. LOD. That's it.
Brian, tell us about the giveaways one more time.
Honeymooners, Maki Ito, Akira, and then some Dirty Ron stickers. I dropped them. Here's one.
Cool.
They fell to the floor.
That's great.
Bonesaw McGraw.
Any final thoughts?
Fuck Kings Road. Fuck Al Moreland.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Larry, you got any final thoughts or opinions, feelings for the program?
Feelings.
Nothing more than feelings.
Wow, look at us.
We went two different directions, but we both love to sing.
Yep.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy.
Come on,
Everywhere you look,
everywhere is a car.
And you hold on to. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a face of somebody who needs.
Now you guys are really just stretching it. I swear to God, if I had 3 jail cells, you'd all be locked.
Carry you home. Everywhere you look. Bow, bow.
How dare you include me in that? I didn't even say anything. How dare you?
Bow.
All right, guys. Well,
Yeah. Give it a
Ski ba 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 boop.
all right.
Ski ba 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 boop.
I'm gonna mute them now, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, they are still they're doing it louder than ever in my ears. This stupid, ridiculous, horrible, senseless nonsense. And speaking of senseless nonsense, I just want to thank everyone so much for watching the program. Brian, you know what? Boom, locked up. Visit our merch store and help us out to support the channel. The babysitting costs are through the roof these days. And speaking of babysitting, one thing I don't got time for is actual little Mickey Mouse baby bullshit. And if you are hearing this and you're feeling a little bit of a tingle inside of you, like I could be talking about you, well, that means you are my enemy. And if you're my enemy, then you're the enemy of the crew. And you're an enemy of the bullies. And if you are an enemy, die slow. See you all April 4th. It's on site. Don't make me pop the trunk. MDK all day, out of time. Bye-bye.